Hey, what's up guys? So it's been a while since I last made a video and I decided to take a long hiatus in January, but now it's February and I recently saw a couple of new movies that I want to share my thoughts on. However, this video will be different from the typical reviews that I make. This will be a QMR, also known as a quick movie review. The reason as to why I'm doing this is because I don't have a lot of time on my schedule right now due to the amount of schoolwork that I'm getting in college. I'm not saying I'm gonna stop making videos, I'm just saying for the next few months up until May, I'm gonna be very busy and I won't have a lot of time to upload videos. If I don't upload a video in, let's say, April, don't be surprised. But anyway, let's start with the first movie, and the first movie up is The Little Things. I was very excited to check out The Little Things because of the amount of star power and talent that's involved with this movie. And after I was done watching it, I was disappointed. This movie had so much potential, and it's just a huge missed opportunity. I did research on the movie, and apparently the director John Lee Hancock wrote the screenplay back in the 90s, and you can definitely tell this movie was supposed to come out in the 90s for sure. One reason why this movie didn't work for me was because it just felt like every single psychological thriller that we've seen over and over again, and it just comes across as a wannabe 7. And if I'm just being honest here, I usually love Denzel Washington whenever he's in a movie. I think he is a phenomenal actor, but if I'm just being quite frank, I didn't think he gave a good performance in this movie. And I understand what he was trying to do because his character is very somber and very depressed, but it just felt like he was sleepwalking in this movie. And it's not just Washington, all the other actors in it weren't very good either. Rami Malek, I think he's a terrific actor and he was fantastic as Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, but his performance in this movie felt very off to me. And okay, this might sound a little controversial, but I'm not a huge fan of Jared Leto as an actor. I'm just not. The only movie I've seen him in that I thought he was great in was Requiem for a Dream, and that's it. And yes, I know he won an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club, but I haven't seen that movie yet, so I can't say. And I don't know what he was doing in this movie, but his performance felt very, very bizarre. And it just felt like every other weird character he's played before. And Jeremy Jahns made a really good point in his review. He said it felt like he was reprising his character from Blade Runner 2049. And by the time the movie's over, you don't feel satisfied. And no spoilers, but they reveal a twist with Denzel Washington's character, and you don't feel surprised because what they do with his character has been overdone to death in these type of movies. So overall, I didn't hate The Little Things. It wasn't terrible or awful, but I was just disappointed by the amount of potential this movie had, and I was just bored watching it. I give The Little Things a 4 out of 10. And now the last movie up is News of the World, which stars Tom Hanks, and I really enjoyed this movie. It's also the latest film from director Paul Greengrass, who has also directed some of the Bourne movies, the 9/11 movie United 93, and Captain Phillips, which also stars Tom Hanks. When it comes to the Western genre, it's not exactly my favorite film genre, but I do like Westerns quite a bit, with my all-time favorite being The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. News of the World felt very reminiscent to classic Westerns like True Grit and The Searchers. And speaking of The Searchers, there was one shot in this movie that reminded me a lot of the famous final shot from The Searchers. I don't think it was intentional, but the second I saw it, I went, The Searchers. The Searchers! Tom Hanks is once again excellent in this movie, which isn't a surprise. But I really enjoyed the performance from the little girl in this movie too. Her name is Helena Zengel, and honestly, I hope she stars in more movies in the upcoming future because she has a lot of potential to become one of the best child actors we have right now. However, I can't see this movie being for everyone because it is slow-paced, and it's not boring, but it definitely does slow down a little bit at certain points. The story isn't anything groundbreaking or revolutionary, but that's part of the reason why the movie works. It's very simple, and it's just a nice, cozy movie that you can watch on a Sunday afternoon. I actually like that. I hope they put that quote on the Blu-ray. A nice cozy movie that you can watch on a Sunday afternoon. Now, I'm not exactly looking for money right now, but hey, Universal, if you're looking for a sponsor, I'm right here. But anyway, I do recommend checking out News of the World. It's playing right now in theaters, and it's also streaming on VOD for like $20. I went to go see it in theaters. I give News of the World a 7.5 out of 10. Alright guys, that's all I have for you, and if you have seen The Little Things and News of the World, what did you think of them? Just leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to see more of my videos, just be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more great content.